Okay. How a badly designed toilet killed 60 nobles. Tale from the Bottle by um bro, my voice can't even say it. Quick Qxir. Yeah, quick quick Qxir, whatever that is. Oh damn, it was 1 day ago. I was just thinking, should I react to this? But it's not like I'm a big creator, so it wouldn't affect the original creator. Yeah, it wouldn't affect them. So because I know there's this whole thing of like big creators should like wait a certain while before reacting because they could get more views than the original, and then the original gets buried. But for me, like I, bro, I'm not gonna blow up anytime soon, so it doesn't matter for me. Yeah, let's get it.
The modern flush and toilet is a device that's easy to take for granted, but if you consider the alternatives, you'd probably be glad of its existence. Perhaps to the point where, as a
100%.
general rule of thumb, any country without flushing toilets as standard is on your no travel list. That might not necessarily mean you're a spoiled, privileged posho, even a rugged survivalist who's to face
Nah, it just feels so awful not having a toilet. Like at least with like peeing, I I can just go in the bush. But yeah, number two, nah.
nature's splendor countless times, might come to the conclusion that a place where flush and toilets are not widely available probably has a wider array of problems you may not wish to immerse yourself in. But until the mid 19th century, when they first became popular, everywhere in the world were places where flushing toilets were not widely available. People will generally survive just fine without this majestic invention, but sometimes
Bro,
its
just
absence did indeed lead to other problems. Perhaps the worst, most diabolical toilet related incident in
just
history
outside in the
occurred in
city.
1184 in the German city of Erfurt. At this time, Germany was part of the Holy Roman Empire, ruled over by Emperor Frederick Barbarossa. A few years before the toilet incident, Frederick's cousin and ally,
Toilet
Henry the
incident.
Lion, was one of the most powerful German princes of his time, ruling a vast territory across Germany and beyond. However, by 1180, Frederick and Henry had fallen out, and Frederick had Henry stripped of his lands. They were fragmented and divided among various rulers, causing instability in parts of the empire as nobles bickered over who got what, questioning each
Yeah,
other's
great idea,
authority to
huh?
rule over Henry's old lands. Two of these rivals were Landgrave Louis III of Thuringia and Archbishop Conrad of Wittelsbach. Their dispute over the lands continued for years until Emperor Frederick had to get involved in 1184. Frederick ordered his 18-year-old son, Henry VI, King of Germany, to mediate the situation, which must have been a very pressing and important issue indeed, because King Henry supposedly had to divert a military campaign from Poland to the German city of Erfurt. I swear this is leading to the
Wow.
toilet. Here, Henry convened
Yeah,
a
okay.
meeting with Louis and Conrad and about 100 other local nobles, bishops, and prominent citizens. In a two-story building near Erfurt Cathedral, the assembly gathered on the upper floor to discuss land disputes and hopefully settle the argument between Louis and Conrad. However, while the nobles were fraternizing before the meeting officially began, the upper floor's wooden support beams, which were rotten, gave way, sending the floor and the
Oh,
crowd standing on it plummeting below. On the lower floor, the impact of people and debris was enough to cause another collapse, and some victims fell
jeez.
again. But if there were only two floors, where did they go after the second
Oh,
collapse?
sewage.
That would be the shit
Oh.
cellar. You see, this building featured the
Oh.
advanced medieval waste management system that is the pit latrine, also known as the shit in the hole. The latrine led to a cesspit of waste, which some genius had apparently
Oh.
designed to sit under the wooden floor of this building in Erfurt, resulting in the nobles
How do you not smell it when you're on the first floor?
literally falling into a pit of shit. Approximately 60 nobles were
Oh.
killed in this incident, either by the impact of the fall, or in the crush of debris and bodies, or by way of drowning in human waste. King Henry and Archbishop
Mm.
Conrad survived by clinging to a stone window alcove in which they had been chatting before the disaster. They held on until they were rescued with ladders.
Bro.
Louis III also survived, although he had fallen in the collapse. In the aftermath of the event, King
Yeah.
Henry is said to have left Erfurt to resume his military campaign, leaving the
Of
dispute
course.
between Conrad and Louis unresolved. It's unknown how this issue was further addressed, if at
Acting
all.
like nothing
In
happened.
fact, the impact of this event is not very well documented, although we can only assume with the recovery of bodies submerged in the cesspit, the death of so many nobles, and the necessary passing on of their estates, that the aftermath of the Erfurt latrine disaster was an incredibly messy one, both literally and metaphorically. What's the lesson here? Well, there isn't one, really. Don't dig a pit for a toilet, put a wooden floor above it, and hold a massive party on it, I guess. But you probably weren't ever going to do that anyway. If you liked this video, I've made many more, which you can watch. You have my permission. And you can
Oh,
subscribe
it's
to see
already over
more
again.
in the
Jeez.
future
Well,
and
it's only
join the
five
channel
minutes to be
membership to
fair.
support me
Oh, 6 minutes, I'll
monetarily.
say.
Until next time, stay safe. That might not necessarily mean you're a spoiled, privileged posho, even a rogue. Two of these rivals were Landgrave Louis the
Privilege.
Third. Two of these rivals were Landgrave. Two of these. Because King Henry supposedly had to divert a military campaign. Fuck you. Here, Henry convened a meeting with Louis and Conrad, and here Henry convened a meeting with Louis. Don't dig a pit for a toilet, put a wooden floor above it, and hold a massive party on it, I guess. But you probably weren't ever going to do that anyway.
Wow. Okay, great video. I just had a toilet disaster. How? With just a wooden floor above the that hole in the ground filled with excrement. You know that the ground floor of the building must have smelled absolutely vile. Yeah, exactly what I'm thinking. Because like between the floorboards, like wouldn't the smell be coming through? How do you know he's a king? Well, yes, he's questionable by him. Probably why the meeting is on the first floor. Oh yeah. What? I I think wait, yeah, it was on the second floor. I think this was yeah. It was held, that's why it was held on the second floor, not the first floor. That vile, that vile smell.